Time now for the voice of the land on the Big Play Network with your hosts, Kevin Arnold and Always Positive Jay.
While I'm upset that the World Cup is over, I don't have soccer to get me through my work days. I know over the summer, I will have another World Cup to look at, and there's plenty of other tournaments on the horizon that will help me get through it. Plus, Man United, they'll get back in action here soon, too. I have a feeling all the Premier League teams are playing on Boxing Day, because I think that's like a tradition in England is to play on Boxing Day. The day after Christmas is known as Boxing Day in England. I think in Canada, too, right?
What does that mean?
I should have researched that. I pride myself on
coming
learning.
in with Boxing Day and you ain't even got no info on it?
Don't worry, audio is the AI system. I'm sure.
Yeah, I'll Google that.
Yeah. All you got to do is just.
I know it's the day after Christmas, but it's
Yeah.
I wonder why it's called Boxing Day.
You box up all the crappy gifts and
Yeah,
give them back.
getting ready
Yeah.
to re-gift.
Yeah. But while audio does kind of go through the computer system to look up that information, Argentina beats France, the defending champion France. I mean, to get this far was miraculous with losing two of your best midfielders in N'Golo Kante and Paul Pogba, and to lose your top scorer up front, your striker in Karim Benzema, and then deal with the flu. You could see their energy was drained. They had a bunch of guys out, a bunch of guys that couldn't play in their semifinal match, and somehow they found their way back to a final. This was their fourth World Cup final in the last 7 World Cups.
Wow.
I didn't even realize that. They're an under-the-radar dominant country for the
Romance
sport.
in soccer is what France does.
Yeah,
There you go.
Apparently.
So Boxing Day, and I thought I kind of knew this in a way, but it was originally the day after Christmas, and it was a holiday to give gifts to the poor.
Oh.
So it was really kind of a charitable day,
Yeah.
of service or whatever. And now it's just pretty much a shopping holiday. So,
Oh.
so it's kind of like Black Friday, but I mean it's after Christmas, so there's probably go out and get your after Christmas deal. So
Is it in England and
Canada? I know Canada.
I could
originated in Great Britain.
Yeah, because I was gonna say the Premier League, they every year, just like the NBA plays on Christmas, the NFL plays on Thanksgiving. Premier League soccer is played on Boxing Day. Like that is their holiday to kind of have a bunch of games going. I don't know if that's when they'll get their stuff back going again this year, but
it's a lot of Europe. So it looks like, according to Wikipedia, Spain, the Czech Republic, Germany, Hungary, Netherlands, Italy, Poland, Slovakia, Croatia, Denmark, Finland, Sweden. So it's pretty much all of Europe is has that as a holiday day. It's a day off.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and in the Premier League, each of these clubs are Europe is well represented in them too. So it's kind of perfect to have that sport played on that day. But yes, it was weird that the World Cup happened at this time of the year. But Argentina wins 4-2 on PKs. It was epic. It seemed like Argentina had it pretty much under control. Again, France felt like the flu bug had really hit them. Argentina was able to do whatever they wanted. They were just in control. France didn't even have a shot until the 75th minute or so. And then, boy, that guy, he is him. He is that next in line to be one of the greats.
Mbappe?
Kylian Mbappe.
Oh, he was killing it, that's for sure.
Well, and I knew that being 2-0, like that, when you have a 2-0 lead in soccer, like that's the most important lead that you can have, because not only do they have to get one, they got to get two, and then they also have to get a third to then try to take the lead. That's a lot of energy just to get the one. Well, Argentina gives up the PK, that infuses energy in France, and about a minute and a half later, 90 seconds later, a beautiful give and go between Mbappe and his teammate, and a world-class finish. Kind of a side scissor kick that I don't even know how the Argentine goalie got a paw on it. He did, but it still went in the back of the net. It was too hard. Now we're tied, and we go to extra time. Messi scores. You loved it how the initial shot got kicked into the goalie's face.
Oh, my God.
Hugo Lloris is one of the best goalkeepers in the entire world.
They had the perfect play. Take out the goalie and then shoot. They hit the dude square right in the face. I'm like, there's no way he can recover from that. I'm sorry. I'm still laughing from it. It reminds me of dodgeball days, Kevin.
Well, have you ever seen that video on YouTube with it's a fake one, but the goalie just keeps getting plastered with the ball. They're dragging him out, prop him up in a chair, and they're hitting him in the face with every shot.
When you called me, what did I say? It was the exact. I think I said it the exact same way too. Yeah, I mean that video is really funny. I think some people actually got felt like that was real, but trust me, that's not real. In today's sports world, that is not real, and that's a very recent video too. It's a few years old.
Yeah,
but that is still a video made in concussion heavy time, like concussion focused times. No one is letting a goalkeeper go back out there. Maybe after the first when he's still walking fine. Not after the second. Like, if the legs are wobbly, like they're bringing you off the field. They need to check. And if they let you come back on, like they let Tua come back on that one game, like,
yeah,
not the team physicians, team administration, like that's a bad look on them. So, like, that is all for comedy, not real. But yeah.
One of the goats comes through.
One of the goats comes through.
Pulls
Messi, Johnny on the spot, finishes it. Yes, the guy tried to clear it off the line. That was well inside the goal by that time. The only thing that they were checking for was offsides. Messi's teammate was onside just by, like, it was
That's cool how they have that, like, it's a digital wall pretty much.
That's technology.
And there's been goals that, like, for us, we would have had a goal, but it was just inches, man.
So Kevin, do me a favor. Explain real quick for the people that aren't familiar with soccer the onside, offside with the scoring there.
Yes,
is it the same thing as hockey?
I've never had the hockey one fully explained to me. I've just been able to kind of like watch a hockey game and like see that it's still offsides, thinking in the same terms.
Someone can't be past the blue line while you advance it.
Okay, so imagine. So actual people are setting that blue line, and that blue line can then move. So the last defender, wherever that is, the last defender before the goalkeeper, as someone goes to touch the ball with their boot, as they say, with their shoe, as they go to make the pass, if you are even a fingernail, a fingertip, whatever it is, past that last defender, as they're doing that, as they're hitting the ball, you are offsides. You have to make sure to make your run towards the goal, towards the pass, where, when you start your run at least, the ball has to be kind of leaving the person's foot. Then you can be one-on-one with the goalkeeper. So, again, the basic formation in soccer is 4-4-2. And when I say 4-4-2, that goes how many people are on defense, how many people are in the middle part of the field, in midfield, how many forwards do you have? The basic one is 4-4-2. And it starts from the back. It builds from the back. Just like in soccer, when you make passes, you go on offense, you try to build from the back. So that's 4 defenders. So if you look at a line of 4 defenders all in a straight line next to each other, they try to move as a unit, as if there's a string they're holding all together and they're walking together. If you set an offside trap, you're trying to move forward just before a ball is kicked so that someone that's standing right next to you is now offsides and they don't react right away. Or, it's one defender that is back there and they see a striker, someone making a run towards them. If they can see when the ball is kicked, they try to take that step forward so then that person's leaning past that line. That imaginary blue line is set by the last defender. Does that make sense?
So if the ball is passed, so if it's on the way to you, you can be past the last defender.
Yes, as long as when that ball was touched to make the pass, you are onside. You are
gotcha.
You have at least that defender or part of that defender between you and the goalkeeper.
Okay, that's got to be really hard to judge as a ref.
Yeah, and the speeds that these guys move at though, like it happens very quick, and that's why
they added the digital wall.
Yeah, that's why they added the digital line. Just like it has the goal line technology. You don't even need to go to VAR, the replay. When a ball fully crosses the line of the goal, it's a goal. That technology was then implemented into offside, so it was found out a lot faster. They didn't have to go to replay for it this time, so it was good to see that.
Well, thank you. That actually clears it up quite a bit.
Absolutely.
And I'll probably forget that by next week.
Probably. Trust me, my dad did every single time I got in the car. Hey, why were you called for offsides? I'd explain it. Next game. Why were you called for offsides? I'd explain it. Next. If he watches this, he's going to say he doesn't remember that, and
He did it.
Whatever.
He may ask you to
I still-
explain it again.
It'd be like that one commercial. Do you want me to go to the replay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Sorry,
Yeah.
you had to relive that.
I still love you, Dad. Trust me.
So, all right.
Back to the game real quick. So yes, Messi take the lead in the
Off
first
the
extra
goalie's
time.
face.
Off the goalie's face, and then Argentina gives up another PK. Who steps up? Mbappe for the hat trick.
Second person only ever in World Cup final to get a hat trick.
Yeah. And he was like fifth person to score, something like that. And he won the Golden Boot because he
Yeah.
had the most goals. He had 8. He scored the hat trick. He was the one that kept France in it. So now we're tied. We go to PKs. Mbappe steps up first in the back of the net. Messi, back of the net.
What's funny, how I totally see and learn real quick, Messi is the super smart, like he's like
Yes.
the genius player. Mbappe is the super athletic player. I mean, they're both athletic, they're both smart,
Yeah.
but that's what their goalies. Their shots, you could see how their
Yes.
shot, like that dude shot a rocket, and then Messi just played. I don't know what he did with that dude, the goalie's head, but he made him think one thing and he did another thing. You could just
Yeah.
see that style just in the penalty kick.
Yeah, 2 really talented players, and that's what made this final and this epic back and forth so great, was that the stars were the ones that were shining brightest. And then at the end, the goalkeeper for Argentina, he was great in PKs throughout the tournament. He got enough stops. Argentina scores on their 4th kick. That takes them on to the championship. And I think that Messi has taken on that GOAT status. Now, this was probably the greatest World Cup final of all time, at least in my lifetime, and people older than me that know soccer even more than I do were saying that. So for a good stretch of time that the World Cup has been played, this is one of the absolute greatest finals ever played. So France, I know it sucks to lose. They got some young players that they're still going to be around. Argentina has young players outside of Messi. If he's not there the next World Cup, everybody assumes he won't be, but he's going to continue to play at least for the next couple years for the team, and maybe he'll make a move to MLS. David Beckham owns a team in Miami. He's trying to get him. We'll see if he comes here and wins the MLS Cup.
Know where he should play?
Where?
When MLS comes to Cleveland.
Oh. I think we're hoping he's going to hang on a little bit longer than he
Yeah, I know.
actually will. He does have a big family, so
All right, we'll
I'm
just
sure.
get Mbappe then.
I mean, it would have been one thing if he rode off into the sunset right now, but I think at least if you're going to talk about greatest of all time, you're going to try to talk Ronaldo and Messi. Messi just took
All
that
right.
all. He won
This is
the
what I wanna
ultimate
ask
prize
you.
in the ultimate sport around the world today.
Who are the
And it feels so
arguments for greatest ever?
Pele, Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, Diego Maradona probably comes up as one of the greatest. He's another
Probably
Argentinian
those
players.
first 3, I'm guessing.
First 3, yes.
Why is he? What is like Pele? Why is he? How did he pass Pele? I guess I should say because that's all I've known my whole life. Is Pele.
I think from that's getting into the stats and longevity of being able to play and stuff, and now finally winning on the biggest stages for his country, not just at the club, because at the club level he has been outstanding. Barcelona won a lot. PSG is one of the top teams in France and in Europe, and that's the best place to play the game of football is in Europe. UEFA Champions League, UEFA, whatever it might be, like their governing body, that is the greatest place to play, but he hadn't been doing it on the country level. That's what Pele had done, and Messi had not. Messi had kind of established that he was really good, but couldn't get the job done when going back to play for Argentina. He's now done that in the last few tournaments, playing against other countries, playing on a bigger stage, and now played on the absolute biggest stage and won. I think he is, at least still in my eyes, I say that the debate is over. Lionel Messi, greatest of all time. Can he be passed? Sure. Can people still argue? Sure. That's what makes sports talk so great. People can talk about it. I'm never going to argue and be disrespectful about it. I am just going to say Messi has been my GOAT, is my GOAT, and will always be my GOAT because I got to see him play. This game today, I wanted to bring this up real quick before we hit the break because we're already way late and I don't want to push us too far over tonight. But what we got today and how epic this match was is what everyone was looking for if the Cavs would have beat the Magic and gone on to play the Lakers. What we missed Kobe and LeBron, the old guy, the old gun, or that best player in the NBA, young guy coming up trying to take that over. That's what we got in Messi and Mbappe. And today, the older statesman got the job done. Mbappe's already got his World Cup because France won in 2018. Now Messi gets his and just solidifies his legacy. Again, this is what we would have gotten if it would have been Kobe, God rest his soul, and LeBron in that finals. What we missed out on, we just got today in Argentina and France. From a soccer standpoint, that would be what I would equate today to. And it was so great. Can't believe it's over, but there's so much more soccer. And if you got into it and you gave it a shot and you got into it, I will be honest with you, not every game is like that. But there are some epic moments in some of these matches, and they will have you on the edge of your seat a lot more than they don't.